Alright guys, welcome to another unboxing, but I just thought I'd show you project, let's send Joel broke number 4, I think this is. So we're putting in 3 new reptile enclosures here. These ones are going to be, they're 4 foot, but they are divided in half there as well. So we're going to have 3 of those up there as well. The reptiles have been really going well for us. As you can see, we've still got some bearded dragons left up here. We do like to keep all our bearded dragons separate, all our reptiles separate, so they don't attack each other unless they do cohabitate with each other. So we just really thought that we needed a couple of bigger enclosures since we're getting to the start of the next breeding season. So only ones available are larger ones at the moment for us as well. So we do have some new ones coming in, but they are on the larger side. But they're still going to be awesome pets. Still going to do for little Johnny at Christmas time if he's looking for that lizard. That's been our focus for the We are also putting in another huge enclosure down the bottom here as well, because if you're going to go broke, you may as well go fully broke. But at any rate, we all come here to see the fish. Unboxing time. So this order here is off, just mic check, off north side, Aquatics down in Brisbane there. Smaller wholesaler, but we've been using them a lot more since our main supplier, Aquarium Industries, has been really disappointing me lately. They've changed ownership, changed freight company, changed billing, changed a lot of things that really didn't need to be changed. But hey, we're here, we're doing our thing, and we're getting cool fish like red-based snooks. We have not had these guys in for a long time. So very small, probably the smallest we've had for a long time as well. One of the biggest mouth fish. I do believe we have one in the display. Yep, just down there as well. So very docile, big American cichlid. They can get a little bit like throw your weight around, but generally speaking, for the size of them, they're normally pretty chilled out in the tank as well. So cool to have them back in. Bag of air, we don't want that. Righto, these ones are gold dust Tiltosins. I'm not too sure. They're a Geophagus species. First time I've ever had them, so the price is pretty fair on there and size is pretty good, so I thought we'd give them a go. So I'll be really interested to see how these guys colour up in the tank as well. Righto, we have some nice size archerfish. So we're probably getting around that 5 centimetre mark, I dare say. So yeah, so a few of these. Now when we get these arches in like this, they are generally kept in brackish conditions. So we will add a bit of salt into the water. We'll keep them off our main system. And then once we kind of, we will try to bring them down as fresh as we can, but still have to keep them a little bit salted in the tank. However, we do have one in our turtle tank at the front there, and he's running off full fresh water. So I don't know, I'm a little bit like skeptical whether you do need to run it. I think it's just when they're small or when you first transition to the tank, it's a good idea to add some salt to the water so you're not stressing them out any more than what they are getting stressed out with the transport. Some more little baby peppermints, so cute little fellas. No, they do not have white spot, they have white spots. So yeah, bit of a difference there. Okay, another archerfish on the bag there. We got one, I think I got a few of these. Yep, on 3. One's doing a bit of a somersault in the bag there, so it's never a good sign. We'll see how we go. Okay. Algae eaters. So sucking catfish, algae eaters. These guys are phenomenal algae eaters when they're small, and they're phenomenally angry when they're large. So bear in mind that if you do get these guys and they are causing you trouble in the tank, we will always accept fish back into the shop here. Sometimes if we can if there's value in the fish, we'll happily share that with you. But if there's no value and they're just a rehome job, we'll always rehome them as well. These are the gold ones here. So a little bit nicer than those plain ones, but Kim's #1 hated fish in the shop. So we get them in just a spider. Got to stir it up. Okay, right. What have we got down here? We have some cool looking swordtails. We've got some unusual patterns on there. I've never seen a swordtail with that type of patterns there. I was just cleaning out a couple of my ponds at home and I did need some live bearers, so you never know. Okay, peacock time. So we've got a load of 8 centimetre peacocks in at the moment. So they're going to be your, I do believe I bought them as tangerines, but they definitely look like albino.
That'd be ruby red.
Yeah, I don't know. Or tangerines. I bought tangerines, but they look like dragon bloods or albino fires. Can never pronounce this one. Baishi, the yellow peacock. So then the more yellow peacock.
Yeah.
And then we have the orange peacock. I think they're the Reuben Reds or Eureka Reds. That's what I'd kind of know them as. But then we'll pull out another bag and I'll be like, but then maybe that's them. So I don't know. We'll go through. Yeah, Jacob Freibergi. Could be those ones. Yeah. So we got some loads of nice 8cm peacocks in there at the moment. So always smashing colours. They bear in mind these guys probably are coming out of well, they're definitely coming from overseas, and they are colour fed as well. We do not colour feed in the shop here, but we will we'll mix up their food as well to have, you know, try to keep the colours in there. But some of them will fade out as you get them a bit bigger as well. So it's just one of those things. It's a tough one. I mean, you know, as a sales point of view, we want it to look the best as well. I'm not a huge colour food fan, but you know, it's a business thing as well. You know, we want to show people how good these fish do get when they get bigger as well. But obviously, you cannot sex the females from the males. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at those things, absolutely insane. And then yeah, I mean, it could also be the quality of the peacocks that are getting bred and being imported. I know a lot of people do, you know, not like the imported fish as well, but some of the fish farms over in Thailand do a pretty good job of breeding their fish as well. So they've got don't have the issue of the heat that we have here, where the cold weather. They also have cheaper labour, and they also have more people to sell to around the world. Okay, little gold spot plecos, nice little 5cm sizes, looking pretty cute. So loads of those. Some monster albino cherry barbs. So we've got some big females in there as well. If anyone wants to have a crack at breeding those guys, I'm guarantee they're not that hard to breed if you just set your tank up properly for them. Obviously, you have a species-only tank if you want to breed. Fat little balloons. So just your little balloon mollies. Looking good. What are these? Oh, I should know what these are. They're barramundi. Of course they're barramundi. We get 20 of them a week. So yeah, little barra. More swordtails, nice looking, some nice males in there. You can see the big extension on the tail. That's how you know the males. The females will not have the extension, but they'll also have a little bit of a kite fin down there, while the males have a bit of a spike on theirs. And more barra. Okay, right. We did get another order in yesterday. Again, it came really late in the afternoon. That's why I've been having issues with Aquarium Industries. So they've been sending the fish real late, but we did get some cool little red lizard fish there. So there's something definitely unusual that we normally don't get in too often. So they've been pretty cool. And we also did get some black Venezuelan corridoras, as well as our staples from them, which we always get, our neons and rummy noses. And let's just go have a quick look. Honestly, I haven't really checked them out this morning. Yeah, this one looks epic. Huge big pack of Harlequin Rasboras. So we've got a good deal going on the Rasboras at the moment, but we will not sell them today. We're probably gonna just make sure, keep an eye on, make sure I'm not getting any white spot or anything like that, and then we'll kind of go from there. And yeah, loads of neons, another 500. So yeah, right guys, we have one more shipment today, one more shipment tomorrow. We will get them done as well. Come on down, we got a new shipment in. So this one is from our bayfish suppliers down in Brisbane. Big supplier in Queensland. They're definitely fast becoming our major supplier for fish. So shout out to Bayfish, they're doing a good job. Let's see what we've got, because they send us stuff like this, which is just, look how good those guppies are. Jesus. Unbelievable to think that a guppy can come that colour now. Like that, I don't know how you would have bred like a yellow, I guess, and just kept on diluting it down until it just became that white. It would have taken so many generations. Anyway, that's cool. Platinum guppies means we get to enjoy the spoils of someone else's hard toils. Okay, Ryukins. Now the Ryukins definitely look like fantails, so don't be fooled. They are more of a shorter bodied. Like the one down there is like, okay, that one there is definitely a nicer one there as well. And as they get bigger, they're kind of a lot more taller in the body, in the height like that. So that's how you can distinguish the difference. But you don't be fooled when you compare them against the fantail. They definitely look close to it at that size. Okay, next we just have some assorted orandas. So we got a few of a mixture in there, lots of reds, but there's a couple of tricolors in there. Some good humps on some of those, so that's pretty cool. And I do believe we actually got some little redheads as well, so red cap orandas as well, so they're looking quite good. So we have a nice big mix of orandas in at the moment, coming into the warmer part of the year, so people will start to even, you can have these guys outside in your ponds and stuff like that as well. As long as you look after them, keep them well cleaned, they will definitely go well. So this is interesting, red and white Ryukin. That is definitely not a red and white Ryukin, but it is gnarly as well. But in saying that, when I look at those colours, I would not be surprised if they fade out as they become a bit bigger. That can be some of the problems with the goldfish, especially like the panda goldfish, is you can get the black and white, and then they actually just end up being one color, which is normally a bluey, browny color, which can be very disappointing if you paid $90 for your oranda. So that's why the big orandas for the pandas are so much more expensive, because they've gone through that transition stage. It means they actually aren't going to change anymore. It's when you get the smaller panda ones, that's when you're way more likely to get them to change over. These are just going to be our assorted fantails. So there's a mixed bag in there, which is good. I don't think we've got another lot there. So actually this is pretty good because we've got a lot of red down there. So this will really give a bit of variety for people when they're trying to get something a bit more action-packed in your tank. Howdy. Let's get into the rest of it. A lot of bread and butter in this order, but we do have some very nice guppies there. I'm not too sure what they are. Red neon tuxedo guppies. They're bloody fantastic. I like them a lot. Some more of these yellow comet platies, I like them as well. I think they really stand out. I was cleaning out one of my ponds and it's got a load of platies in there, but I've got a lot of orange and red, so I dare say yellow would look very nice in there. I've also got a big turtle in there, so some of them go missing. Red tuxedo platies, again, we've been selling loads of platies. I'm not too sure why. They seem to be your flavour of the month, and we are happy to keep on serving up the flavour of the month. They do really well in a tank. I find them a little less aggressive than what the mollies can be as well. So that's one of the good things with the live bearers. They do breed quite good as well, and they do get a bit more plump. So if someone's even wanting to breed them in their pond and that for food, they're pretty good as well. Gold guamis, good size, nice and healthy. They're looking pretty good. Not gasping, can't see any fungals on their fins or anything like that. That's what we're looking for. I do see a little rosy barbs there. Okay, what else have we got? So we have some black guppies. A little bit dirty in the bag there, but that's all right. I think they should be all right. We'll see how we go with those. Female guppies. I guess one good thing is when you see that in the bag, it means they are feeding them as well, because obviously they are pooping, and some places definitely do not like to feed their fish because it costs money, and we're not a big fan of that. We feed our fish a lot. Okay, some small little Siamese flying foxes. So they're too disheartened with the size on these guys, because the smaller size there, they definitely will eat the algae just as ravenous. You find as they get larger, they start to get a lot more lazier. That's when they'll stop eating all that algae, especially your filament algae, your long green algae, and the blackbeard algae. So that's a really good size to come in and get them, not me just trying to spruik out and try to sell. That's probably better than if we get like 7 centimeters, because you're not really going to get much more time with them. So some emerald-eyed rasboras or green-eyed rasboras. I don't know if they're coming through there. Very cute little fish, very docile. I like the rasboras because they are a little more less aggressive than what even some of the tetras could be a bit quite nippy in that. Pretty good shrimp safe in a nice tank there as well, as long as you've got room. And yeah, great little rasbora. I do believe we just got some little one of these gold tuxedo guppies. So just to go in the mix, sometimes we'll buy assorted guppies, sometimes we can just able to get a few different mixes. We'll just do them in our guppy deal, which is a great deal, 6 for $30. That includes males and females. Everyday special, come down and get that fantastic deal we have on the guppies. Cardinal tetras, so you can see they've lost all their colour in transport, but they will start to colour up once we get them settled in the tank. Last but not least, for the boxes, let's go digging. Okay, got a few of these in today, which are pretty cool. So these are some electric blue yabbies or blue pearl yabbies, whatever kind of takes your fancy on there. See if we can get a better shot of them. We will take some B-roll at the end of it as well, obviously, once we get it all sorted. So we've got 6 of those in. I'll give you the other ones here, Brent. So I'm glad they don't transport them with anything. They transport them all singly so they don't attack each other in the bags. Obviously that keeps them in the best condition possible, so that when we sell them, we have the best yabbies possible. Females, so just loads of those. With the females, we do buy them assorted, but we are really trying to start to get more of the fancy guppies in females as well, because that seems to be what customers want. They want to be able to try and line breed some of these ones, so we are working hard on it, but it's not as easy as you would think to just try and get some nice fancy female guppies. I think they like to hold on to them. Oh, but we got some nice gold rams. Very nice gold rams. So nice and chunky, good size, looking good. Very happy. They look great. And the last couple of bags from this one, we have some more gold honey grammies. So they've been super popular. And some gold leopard guppies. Awesome guys, we'll keep it short and sweet. We do have one more fish order tomorrow and then we'll do a tour. Enjoy.